So you love bourbon, but you don't like Scotch or single malt world whiskey, etc. Let me show you how you probably went wrong and how you can actually make it right and learn to enjoy both sides of the whiskey house. Really, your best first stepping stone is Isaac Bowman. This is a Sazerac product, and while this is the port barrel, it's a great option. The regular small batch as well is also triple distilled and is going to give you some of those lighter flavors you might be experiencing in an Irish whiskey or a Welsh or British whiskey. So this is a great option if you like bourbon, but you just want to start venturing out a little bit. Next, we're going to step into an Irish whiskey. So I would go a little darker than your standard Jameson or Proper 12. I would go for something like this High and Wicked Ennius Coffee or like Writer's Tears. And those options are going to be a little bit more bourbon-centric. They're going to give you the caramels, the vanillas, the apple that you're used to in a bourbon. And this bottle in particular, if you can still find some laying around, is a great option for that. It definitely drinks like a bourbon. It just has a touch of maltiness on the finish. Next, we're going to step into a Welsh whiskey. British whiskey is great for this as well, but really Penderyn is absolutely phenomenal whiskey. This does drink a little bit like the bourbon, the Myth does, but again, it leans more into those malty notes. You're still going to get the apple, the baking spices. It's kind of the next step up, in my opinion, of Irish whiskey without really just going full on, single malt. Of course, this is a single malt, but again, it just drinks really, really well. It's nice, it's light. Everything from their lineup, though, will do fine. Next, we're going to go for a nice non-peated Highland Scotch. This is Glengasau-Sandon. It is awesome and is a great option for a bourbon drinker, but again, leans a little bit more into Scotch, but it's not like full send Macallan, for example. You're not going to get the dried berries and whatnot. You're still going to get more rich flavors, apricot, orchard fruits that you're used to. Absolutely highly recommend this brand. I would also recommend Glenmorangie and would recommend some of the Glenallachie products are great to get into, but, I wouldn't go too heavily, like dried berries and whatnot that you see in some scotches. Now, when talking about our scotches, everybody thinks that every scotch is peated. They really aren't, but your next step up is a lightly peated scotch. Something from Campbelltown should do nicely. They do have a heavily peated line as well. Now, when we're talking about peat, it's important to know the type of peat and to know the level of peat that is in that scotch. So I would go something light, something sherry finished like this. That's going to hide a little bit of it and then slowly work your way up. And eventually you'll become a real man and get to enjoy the nice peaty scotches.